Big, roomy people carriers are old hat. Today, drivers with deep pockets are more likely to choose a 4x4 with 3 rows of seats. Those with less cash can now pick up Ford's brilliant new S-Max, which combines sports car behaviour without compromising 7-seat capacity. But the real growth is with Zafira-like compact MPVs. Small enough to be wieldy around town, there's still room for 7 when push comes to shove. Enter the Citroen C4 Picasso. And oh, haven't Citroen's designers been clever? Volkswagen must be quaking in its boots. Its rival, the Touran, even in facelifted 2007 guise, looks like a pram compared with the sleek lines of the French car. Savour the neat detailing and, above all, the most amazing panoramic windscreen. Stretching deeply forwards, it doubles the driver's field of vision and creates a unique environment for every passenger. This is simply the airiest feeling compact MPV you can buy. The interior design shows equal flair and adds a real quality feel to the mix, something that could hardly be said of the old Picasso. There is soft touch to the trim and some canny details like the colour-changing instruments and the neat split air conditioning controls. We are far from certain about the fixed hub steering wheel. The rim rotates while the central portion doesn't, but you do get used to it. You'll quickly get used to the space and convenience too. It's easy to get a comfortable driving position, even if the seats are firmer than you might expect from Citroen. Behind, the second row has 3 individual seats, an advantage over the Vauxhall Zafira's single bench seat. They slide back and forth and the whole area is stacked with useful features. And take a look at this. Flip the seat cushion against the backrest and you can then slide the middle row forward to gain the maximum scramble space to get into the back seats. You probably won't want to carry adults here, but for kids, the rearmost seats are just fine. No one has yet worked out how to pack holiday luggage into a car like this with 7 or even 6 seats in use, but folding some or all of the seats is straightforward if you need extra space. Indeed, following hot on the heels of this 7-seat Picasso is a 5-seat version for a few £100 less. Don't bother, it will be worth much less at resale time. We have to temper all this enthusiasm for the latest Picasso though, because it's a bit of a compromise on the road. First, it's a big car, longer than any of its compact rivals and only 30mm shorter than a Volkswagen Touran. That also means it's heavy and that affects the performance. The 2-litre diesel we have here would be the ideal choice, but you can buy it only with this clutchless transmission. Sure, it's got paddle shifts, but we'd prefer a manual. The suspension is soft and typically French. That means it's very pleasant on smooth roads, but passengers can feel uncomfortable through the bends. So the C4 Picasso is a compromise. But that's no real surprise because few cars aren't. But if you value the space and convenience and appreciate a seriously good piece of design, it could well be the 7-seater for you. As for good points, it's stylish inside and out. There's a panoramic view for everyone, and there's loads of neat detailing. On the downside, it's large for a compact MPV, it's uninspiring to drive, and there's this questionable electronic gearbox option.